There are roads that lead to luxury, roads that take you to paradise. And then there are roads that test your courage, and sometimes your sanity. These aren't just paths carved into landscapes. They are stories of danger, survival, and nature's brutal unpredictability. Here are the world's most dangerous roads, and why you should think twice before setting foot or tire on them. First, Passage du Gois, France. At first glance, this 4.3-kilometer road looks like a peaceful drive between the mainland and the island of Noirmoutier, but every few hours, the tide comes in, swallowing the entire road like a monster emerging from the depths. Drivers who miscalculate the tide often find their cars flooded, or worse, washed away into the sea. There are even emergency towers along the route for stranded travelers to climb as their vehicles disappear underwater. Locals respect it, tourists underestimate it, but the ocean never forgives mistakes. Second, Patiopoulo Perdikaki Road, Greece. This twisted mountain road stretches 23.5 kilometers, filled with sharp elevation changes and tight corners that demand your full attention. The pavement is riddled with potholes, and livestock often wander across without warning. Add to that complete darkness, no guardrails, and no road markings, and you've got the perfect recipe for disaster. Locals have tales of vehicles that simply vanished off the edge, never to be found. It's a road where experience matters, and distractions can cost your life. 3. Luxor Al-Hurghada Road, Egypt, linking the ancient city of Luxor with the resort town of Hurghada. This road crosses long stretches of empty desert. Mechanical issues here can leave you stranded for hours, with no signal, no help, and no shade. What makes this road truly terrifying are the nighttime bandit attacks, which have plagued travelers for years. To avoid detection, some drivers switch off their headlights, turning the road into a pitch-black minefield of unseen dangers. The risk isn't just mechanical or environmental, it's human. 4. Taroko Gorge Road, Taiwan. This road isn't just carved into the mountain, it is the mountain. Narrow and winding, Taroko Gorge Road offers no room for error, with sheer drops on one side and crumbling rock walls on the other. Frequent earthquakes and typhoons trigger landslides that wipe out entire sections overnight. Drivers often must stop for hours or even days waiting for the road to reopen. The views are breathtaking, but so is the fear of what's around the next blind corner. 5. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand. In southwest New Zealand, this historic road clings to cliffs and winds through narrow passes barely wide enough for one car. If another vehicle approaches, one driver must reverse for hundreds of meters on a knife's edge. This road is so dangerous that car rental agencies exclude it from all insurance policies. It's not uncommon for drivers to panic midway and turn back, if they can. Every meter forward feels like a gamble with gravity. 6th Halsema Highway, Philippines, perched over 2,000 meters high in the Philippine mountains. This road is breathtaking in both view and danger. It cuts across remote cliffs where one bad storm can bury vehicles under landslides or sweep them off the edge. Fog rolls in quickly, reducing visibility to almost zero, while oversized tourist buses often speed recklessly through narrow bends. Locals perform rituals before embarking on this journey because they know the risks too well. Each curve is a potential trap waiting for the careless or unlucky. 7. Tianmen Mountain Road, China. Nicknamed the Road of 99 Bends, this 11-kilometer path climbs 1,100 meters through the heart of the Tianmen Mountains. Every turn is a hairpin, and every hairpin is a chance for disaster. Tourist drivers often underestimate the mental focus required to navigate such intense curves. Even professional drivers are known to experience vertigo or motion sickness by the time they reach the summit. It's a spiritual experience, but one where the road demands complete submission. 8. Eyre Highway, Australia. This 1,675-kilometer highway cuts through the barren plains of the Australian outback. With no hills, no trees, and no towns for hours, it's dangerously hypnotic. Fatigue sets in fast, and drivers fall asleep behind the wheel more often than you'd think. Adding to the hazard are wild animals, kangaroos, camels, and wombats, roaming the road unpredictably. It's less of a drive and more of a test of mental endurance. 9. Karakoram Highway, China-Pakistan. At nearly 4,700 meters above sea level, this international road slices through the Himalayas like a razor. Known as the 8th wonder of the world, it's also one of the deadliest. Sudden weather shifts can turn the road into an icy death trap in minutes. On some stretches, falling rocks and avalanches are constant threats, while rebels and bandits still prowl parts of the route. Altitude sickness is the final blow, debilitating even experienced drivers before they reach the summit. 10th Zoji La Pass, India. Connecting the Kashmir Valley with Ladakh, this high-altitude pass lies at 3,528 meters above sea level. It's barely more than a dirt trail carved into snowy cliffs. During monsoon season, it turns into a swamp of thick mud where even four-wheel drives get stuck. The road lacks barriers and often shares space with massive military trucks and herds of cattle. A single wrong turn here can mean tumbling hundreds of meters into icy oblivion. 11. North Yungas Road, Bolivia. Bonus segment. A 60-kilometer ribbon of death, North Yungas Road is a vertical nightmare. With 1,000-meter drops and no room for error, it has earned its name, Death Road. Despite its gruesome reputation, adventure seekers on bikes and motorbikes still attempt the descent. It's not just about adrenaline, it's about surviving what many consider the most dangerous road in the world. Each year, hundreds of vehicles enter, not all exit. 12. James Dalton Highway, Alaska, USA, bonus segment. Stretching over 660 kilometers through Alaska's frozen heart, this road was built for ice truckers, yet even they dread it. Temperatures can plummet below -40 degrees Celsius, turning any breakdown into a life-threatening situation. The highway has no services for most of its length, no gas stations, no repair shops, not even cell service. If something goes wrong, you better be ready to wait or walk through a blizzard. What defines a road as dangerous? It's not just the cliffs, the weather, or the darkness. It's the fact that every mile can be your last. These aren't just drives, they're trials, experiences that test your judgment, your skill, and sometimes your luck. Because when the mountain wants to take you, no luxury car, GPS, or even $1 million bank account can stop it. So now we ask, would you dare? Let us know in the comments which of these deadly roads you'd risk your life to drive, if any at all. And if you enjoy exploring the extremes of wealth, power, or danger, subscribe to Golden Empire. Here, the world's most unbelievable stories come to life.